Why, hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the Iron Farm. I've made a handful of changes around the place. Number one, you may notice, well this is also the big one, I have decided to increase the block above doors. So previously it was just a half slab above all the doors. It is now a full block and a half slab. Now, you might be wondering, oh, why did you go ahead and do that? You made the whole thing taller. Well, the reason why I did that is because golems were spawning in about that area. I need the villagers to begin spreading out in this direction still, so I still need to do some AFKing in this area. But, because they're spawning in that area there, no other golems were able to spawn. So I wasn't able to see if they were actually able to spawn in that area. So, while they were spawning right there, that was causing a little bit of issues. So I had to go through and manually kill them with a lava bucket every time. However, I was getting a bit tired of that, so what I did is I got a whole bunch of half slabs built up above the doors, and now we have this. And the golems are not able to spawn inside a full block. I also should get away from these doors. They're impossibly loud. So, the golems are not able to spawn at that area anymore, so now I can keep a view over this area and see if golems are spawning inside of it. Because if a golem does, that means that we have a working farm. However, there's other things I want to do. Next, I just need to put a block here and climb all the way up here. This is, now useless. Well, it's been useless for a while, but now it is potentially dangerous to keep this up. For the reason of, a golem can theoretically spawn up here, because I still don't know how high a golem can spawn. So, I will be getting rid of this, so that way we do not have the potential risk of a golem spawning up here. And also it will look slightly better. So I will be getting rid of this here just a moment. And I will be showing you guys what I intend to be working on next. Because obviously today is not going to be an Iron Farm day. I do pass some work on that basically around. But, well, I will be doing some work on the Iron Farm, just not this part of the Iron Farm. But yeah, I'll explain that here in just a moment after I get rid of this. Okay, I've gone through and removed the little ceiling bit here. So, I now have a nice open pool for them to spawn in, and with no risk of them spawning up in that area. So, we just have that now. But the next part that I want to begin working on, because I believe this will also help with the management, loud noises. If I come down here, I want to actually begin to make that look good today. That is a thing that exists and doesn't look good. So, I want to go through and spruce that up, if you will. So, I'm going to get a little bit of resources, and, actually I already have a couple on me, not enough. I'm going to, grab a couple of things and come back with you guys with my plan for what I'm going to do for that. Okay, I've gone through and added walls to the actual tunnel. So, I'm probably going to be doing quite a similar design as I do to lower tunnels, but just a little bit smaller for the up top portion. So, as you can see, I have a little bit of a break every once in a while along with these areas where I would theoretically be putting pillars. I don't know if I would actually put pillars in, but I can in the events that I would wish to. But, the actual main thing that I want to show you guys, let me grab my doit. I want to go up here and actually begin putting in some of the things that I was unable to put in before I began recording. Which is some of the design stuff that I want to show you guys. So, as I go up here, there is a few design limitations that I do need to show. So, number one is going to be when I get up here. This place is quite dark, as you can see. You were able to see that from below, but this place, this section right here is really dark. Now you might be wondering, oh, why don't I just go through and light this up? That seems like a pretty obvious thing that I should be doing. Well, underneath each of these slabs here, there is a block of ice. Now, you cannot get ice. Ice is a block that is unobtainable now. They made it obtainable for a very short period of time, and they quickly made it unobtainable. So, in the event that I were to accidentally do something to the ice, I will not be able to get it back. Theoretically, they'll re-add it back at some point, I'm sure. I would be surprised if they just make it unobtainable forever. In the meantime, it is unobtainable. So, if I were to do something like accidentally melt it, I cannot get that back. So, I need to make sure not to put light. I'm, by the way, getting out of the stream. Apparently, I just automatically auto-jump whenever I enter the stream here. I'm not even technically in the stream. I'm like half a block above it. It's weird. Yeah, see, I just auto-jump. Just, whoop, auto-jump. Okay. But, this particular thing, if I were to have it melt, I will not be able to place it back. And I would also have this large water stream falling all the way down onto my base. So, I need to make sure that doesn't happen. Next, I also have all this spacing out so I can begin putting in glass. However, it's not fully done. I do have to build this up one more block, well, half a block. So that way I can actually put all of that in. Also, let me get my bed out. So, I do need to still consider mob proofing. Theoretically, that shouldn't be too much of an ask, because mobs will be unable to spawn on glass and have slabs, so I just have to design around that a little bit. But that is something I do have to keep in mind. Lastly, another design thing I have to do, which is going to be something that I probably have to do for at the end of today's episode, I need to go get more bricks. I'm on this endless starvation of bricks, because I still don't have many bricks. It's such a hard resource to get. I don't know why I decided that bricks were going to be the main feature of this base, but apparently I decided that at one point, and it has been haunting me to this day ever since. So, I also need to get rid of this dirt path. I just looked up and noticed it. I got a little bit conscious about it. I was like, probably need to get rid of that. Probably going to do that between clips, actually. But, also need to figure out a little bit of planning for how the space is going to look for these bricks here. For example, this here, I want to have a little bit more of a window, or do I want less of one, because there's this little break corner here, so I just want to get rid of the windows. It's all this stuff with design, and I get a little bit annoyed by it, because everything doesn't line up. This base wasn't designed to be endlessly expanded. I just kind of keep stapling on expansions as time goes on, so that's the thing I have to keep worrying about. But either way, I do want to show you guys, before I cut away, is what I will be doing off camera, in which case I want to do this. Place that in, then, let me move that away, dirt, and glass. Do that, expand the glass out in that direction, and then, like that. So, we will have a nice little tiny pier window into the actual tunnels. It will be very similar to how the actual base looks. It'll just be a very miniature version of it. So, I'm going to see how that would look from below after I go through and place all this in, and I'll be back with you guys observing it. Okay, I've gone through and have put in all of the windows and built up the walls to surround them. So, I now have a nice little peering area into the entire thing. However, you're not able to see real much, and you're obviously not going to be able to look through them while you're in it, because if you're in it, there's a problem. But there's still a few things that I want to go through and do. One is probably actually going through and putting in some kind of logs, I'm thinking. That might be probably something that I would want to do. Because it probably needs some type of break there. I'm not sure what type of break, but I feel like I need something there to break up between the glass, because I have that for the rest of the base. I just don't have it here, so might wind up doing that here in a moment. However, there is still other things that I would be wishing to do, in which case I want to build up that area a little bit, and what I'm actually going to be working on, which is this there. That is the actual building to Chandler connection, in which case I actually want to channel and plug, so that runs into the base. I need that to run down, break through that window, run to that floor, and then drop. So I'm going to get back up there, back through my base this time though. So just whoop, jump down here. What I want to do is go all the way up to my 3rd floor. Oh, there's lava there. I probably should collect that. Run all the way up to my 3rd floor, and break through that window so I can actually begin putting in the channeler. It will channel into the 3rd floor and then fall down from there. I almost missed my elevator. So go all the way up to the 3rd floor, which I built about an episode or 2 ago. Get out of here. Get out. Okay. Mob farm directly above me, so it's going to be a bit loud up here. Then run all the way over here to this middle window, in which case, need to break this window out. So, and I believe this is standard wood. Yes, it is. Okay. So now this is the channel drop right here. So I need to break these trap doors. Just break those out here real quick. Then build this down. So, like, this here is, there we go. Drop this all the way down and connect it through this window. I only have a little bit more slabs on me. I used up almost all of my slabs. So, yes. Can I reach? Nope. Okay. Dirt block. There we go. And, yes. Build that down, then also here, and boom. This is the drop down. So, that is where the items are going to fall. Then they will fall onto this area. So I'm thinking probably stopping about on where the floor would normally go here. Flowing about a full handful of blocks, and then boom, falling directly this way. So I'm either thinking in the direct middle here, or the actual end here. So where the actual mob collection is, in which case there will be a full tunnel blocking this whole circular area, which I'm thinking would probably be fine. How many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, I probably will just do that then. Because that will be one full thing of water. So, let me build this down. This is a bit awkward. Okay, I'm not getting that slab back. That's cool. I have full wood on me, though. Boom. Okay. So then from that, I was curious why I couldn't jump. I build this up and begin building the tunnel. So, I'm going to build this little tunnel way off camera because I don't think you guys need to see all of it. And I'll be back with you guys, hopefully, with that fully built out. And I will be demonstrating the item transference. Okay, I have gone through and put in the little tunnel area. There is a small problem, though, that I will have to sort out, in which case there is now a hole here. So, anytime I'm going through and need to do anything in this area, I'll probably want to build out this wall here. So that way I don't, accidentally walk into the hole. So, probably want to do that. Up in the air of whether I will actually do that. Probably will, but hoping to actually do that. So, the other part that I actually did is up on the, obviously, top floor, which I was showing for you guys. I actually decided to leave it a bit open for now because, obviously, this floor is comically incomplete. But Now I have a channeler for when this drops down and goes to here, it will fall all the way to the bottom floor. So it'll just glide along and fall. So I will now be able to walk by the actual XP farm and pick up iron. However, there is still one thing that has to be done before any of that. There is one very important step. In which case, I need to go all the way back out here, grab a thing of water, grab that, and have to go all the way around to that area, in which case I'm not sure how I can get up there. Also, is there a problem with there? I'm seeing a problem. Might just be hallucinating. Let's go to the ladder and then dirt block up from there. But either way, guys, that's probably going to wind up being it for today's episode. Oh, can't stand the ladder apparently. Mainly wanted to get a whole bunch of work done here on this tunnel. This tunnel is obviously very important. The main hookup to the base was going to be the difficult part. Still need to prettify it, but I can imagine that I will be doing that during an actual, probably prettification episode, because apparently I need to devote whole episodes to making my base look good, opposed to functional, because, oh man, the amount of time I spend making my base functional over pretty is surprising. But that is a thing that I need to do. Okay, yeah, I also do have that, so we're good. Oh, I'm hungry. That's what happened. So, let's grab that. That's probably going to wind up being it for today's episode. After I put in this last little bit here, yep, the ice is there. Trapdoor is going to go here. Opened, of course. Then a bucket of water flows into that. Will flow down. Build up this wall here. Boop, boop, boop. And, hoo-hoo. Almost fell off. And boom, like that. So, if I want to travel all the way back down to the main area, let's avoid the darkness, because that's going to be a little long. Let's throw in a bucket. So that will travel down that little stream here. And as it's traveling down, I will be closing off today's episode. So, if you guys want to see me do anything in my base here in the future, obviously tell me. I have a lot of plans for things I want to do, but I want to hear what you guys have to say about that, obviously. If you guys have an interesting idea for something you want to see me complete, or a actual new design, because I do like working on new things. Like, things that I do want to focus here on the future is probably a new Sugarcane Farm, because every time I look down at that one, I get a bit sad because it's comically inoptimized, and also it's automatically has to be automatically activated. It's on an auto farm, in which case I might set up an auto farm, like a timed sugarcane farm, because I feel like that's probably quite important to my base, because I only ever get sugarcane when I remember to get sugarcane. So probably want to hook that up to an automatic thing, so every time I walk by it, I just pick up a whole bunch of sugarcane. I won't be getting as much during a singular harvest, but I will be harvesting a lot more because I'll just be passively walking by it every time. So that's probably a thing I want to focus on in the future as well. Other things I also need to keep in mind, probably something to do with obsidian, because obsidian is a resource I don't keep a lot of. Oh god dang it, I picked it up. Boop, like that. And, but yeah, transferred to here correctly. Fall back into the stream, in which case it will go along here. So, that's probably going to wind up being it for today's episode. So, if you have anything you guys want to see me work on, can I survive that drop? Only one way to find out. Yes, I can. So, I now got the bucket. So, that iron from the farm will transfer all the way over to here. So, the only thing that's really left is to make that, look good. In which case, I just got an idea. I might be able to start putting logs there, or use trapdoors or something for the little breakup. Either way, I'm not going to be doing that in today's episode. That's going to be one for the future. So, if you guys have any ideas or anything you want to see me work on, obviously I want to hear what you guys have to say. But that's going to be it for today's episode. So, I'm going to see you guys in the next one. So long, and see ya. Bye!